Ladies and gentlemen, it is our pleasure to welcome you to Washington, D.C., where the local time is 4 o'clock. On behalf of your New York, D.C., and Chicago-based crew, American Airlines and our One World Alliance partners, we do thank you for flying with us today.
Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today I am in Maryland. We're going into Silver Springs. I did land in DC because yeah, why not? Well, thank you for joining me on this adventure in Silver Springs. Let's go. Here we are traveling down to the hotel where I'll be staying for a bit while I take some time to explore the little city. This is so far a lot of housing, not really much of a city, but we'll see what we can find around here to do. But it is a very nice weather in terms of being cloudy and rainy. If that's your thing, it's nice weather. I am from California, so it's nice to see some different weather change going on there. It's a season. It is the next morning and we are taking the bus to get to our brunch spot at El Techo in DC. It's so cool how Silver Springs and Washington DC are like literally like right next door. So it's like you just cross the street and you're in another state. Super cool. And yeah, the bus goes from Maryland to DC. So let's do this. Fairly easy bus system. If you've seen my previous video of my Washington DC trip, you can see how to pay for the bus and everything. Alrighty guys, here we are, El Techo. It is a rooftop type of situation up in here. As you see briefly in that little passing in the car, you see that it is circulated by little glass wall thingies. I do not know what are those called, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, so even if it rains, you're still eating up on the tippy top, climbing up all these stairs with full belly. Don't know how I'm gonna get down, but we'll see. riding the bus and trying it out is super fun, but I really wanted to take the train, and so I just took it and went down again. DC is a neighbor to Maryland, especially Silver Springs. So yeah, this train, you catch it at the Silver Springs station, you go to maybe 3 or 4 other stops in Maryland, and then you hit DC. Super easy, and just this train takes you, and then you can take different other trains in DC that take you everywhere in DC. Really fun ride this was. Overall, Silver Springs is such a residential area that there's not really much in terms of activity to do, or at least I didn't go to those places. They do have like a sort of kind of mall. I wouldn't say it's a mall because you only have like maybe 4 stores, so like Ross, TJ Maxx, I believe they were, which is still, you know, like nice if you need to pick something like clothes and stuff up from there. But in terms of it being like an actual mall, like, I don't know, in LA, New York, where you have all these like department stores and floors of buildings of stores, didn't run into any in Silver Spring. They do have a library. I did try to go in, but it was a bit confusing to me, so I didn't record anything of it. And then I did hit a sketchy person, so I didn't want to take out my phone either. But yeah, but overall the city is really residential, and there has a lot of places to eat. I know I ran into a Phil's Coffee, a Dunkin' Donuts, of course. Yeah, there was like a MoneyGram, a lot of, you know, restaurants to eat food in. Yeah, overall it was a pretty good experience in Maryland. I just wish I actually did more stuff while I was there, but the main adventure was in DC. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got from Maryland. And yeah, I know I missed this beautiful park, and I'm gonna link it next. I did not go to that. That is into my to-do list if I ever find myself going back to the East Coast, which don't know when that would be, but whenever it is, I think it's worth checking out. I mean, on Instagram you can see people get really nice photos there, so yeah, why not? But thank you so much for joining me on this adventure, and stay tuned for the Virginia video of when I go to the first time in forever to Virginia. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you real soon.